The Food for Life Get-Togethers team have put together this Cookalong guide to support you to move your cookery activities online. Food for Life Get-Togethers are regular community activities that connect people from all ages and backgrounds through growing, cooking and eating good food. Good food is food that is good for you, good for the planet and good for the local economy. Good food is even better when shared, and we believe that good food should be for everyone. This year has been a difficult time for everyone. Services have had to adapt and many are now provided online. Cookalongs are a great way to engage with people remotely. We understand that moving cooking activity online can feel like a daunting exercise. How do you move sessions online? How accessible will they be? How will I ensure that a cookalong is safe and everyone has all they need to take part? This guide will help you structure your cookalong sessions. We hope it will give you all you need to deliver online cookalongs with confidence and ease. The setup. What space will you be using? Will you be at home, using your work kitchen or somewhere else? Wherever you are, make sure you position the camera to get a good view of the preparation area and what's cooking. Do they need to see your face? Think about what else might be in view. Propping your phone or laptop on books or a bread bin will create height and have a better view. You can use a tripod or laptop stand. This can be positioned exactly where you need it to be. It's easier to adjust if need be and means you don't need to move the phone or laptop during your event. If you have a webcam, this can be attached to a cupboard door and again, just gives you a better view. You will still need to have your device nearby to see people who have joined or to check the chat. Remember, steam can affect the view. Think about what people can hear. Turn the radio off. Are you too close to that sizzling pan? Doing a risk assessment gives you confidence. Have a first aid kit handy, you never know. Remember to give safety guidance around using equipment and knife handling, general hygiene in the kitchen and best practice. Deciding on a platform really depends on who your cookalong is aimed at. If you want to reach a wide audience, then going live on Facebook, Instagram or YouTube would work for this. A good tip is to go through the recipe at the start and make sure everyone has everything they need, as they can only communicate with you using the chat function. If you want to connect with people attending and have a more interactive session, then Zoom or Teams would be better for this. You can see people on screen, they can speak to you verbally and ask questions throughout the session if need be. It is worth noting that if a lot of people join, it might be difficult to hear. The great thing with these platforms is that you can mute people. Once you've worked out your setup and platform, it's now time to plan your session. This helps you identify the aims of your session, determine what you're going to cook and how your cookalong will run. This is a great opportunity to introduce good food choices and new foods that people may not have tried before. You can also pick out key messages you'd like to get across, like where to source ingredients, what's in season, the cost, if you want to increase the recipe to cater for larger events like community meals. Also include any things that people should be aware of, where they could go wrong with a particular method or any food safety points to be made. Advertise your event 3 weeks before. This gives people plenty of time to schedule it in. Once you know who's attending, send out invitations with clear instructions on how to join your event. You should ask if there's anything that you should know. Any dietary requirements, health conditions, accessibility issues you need to consider. Will there be children involved in the cooking activity? Be clear how you will communicate with them. Will you send an email, a text or just post on the event page? Provide clear information about how to join and if they need to prepare anything in advance. Send out the recipe at least a week before the event to give people time to get in everything they need. Highlight any important information, where they can buy ingredients, can they incorporate anything they've grown themselves, can they substitute a particular ingredient, can something be left out, let them know this. If you are providing the ingredients, be clear about any storage requirements. Send out a reminder email and/or text with all the relevant information the morning of your event. If you feel less confident or are worried about gaps of silence, having a script prepared can help with this. It's good to start with introducing yourself and what you will be cooking today. Is there anything interesting you would like to say about the recipe? Where is it from? Have you adapted it in any way? Ask participants to introduce themselves. This can help people feel more connected. Use the chat function if using Facebook or Instagram Live. You may wish to do an icebreaker exercise if time allows. Next, talk through the recipes and all ingredients you will need for the session. Let people know what equipment they will need. This gives people an opportunity to get anything they may have forgotten. Ask if anyone has any questions. If a script is not your thing, you could just use bullet points with key points you want to discuss. Get your space ready. Clear the area that will be visible in camera. You may want to place props in sight, like potted plants, cooking utensils, or some books. Ensure the space is well lit with natural light. You may want to add some additional lighting. Check your sound levels. Prepare all ingredients. Have all the equipment you need ready and easy to reach. You should start your event 30 minutes to an hour before. This will give you time to check everything is set up the way you want it to and to deal with any technical issues may they arise. How you start your event is very important. Once you think everyone has joined, welcome them to the session, speak clearly, loudly and at a moderate pace. When speaking to your audience, remember to speak to the camera. Have your script handy. Give safety instructions, wash hands, tie long hair back, clean as you go, wash any fruits and vegetables. Follow the 4 C's of food safety: cleaning, chilling, cooking and avoid cross-contamination. Before you start cooking, have a read through of the recipes. Check everyone has what they need, that they understand the recipe. Don't assume people know what all cooking terms are, like dicing, blanching, rubbing in. Have an organised workspace so people can visualise how to be efficient themselves. Give a close-up of your food preparation. You can do this simply by holding your bowl or plate to the camera. Have a look at what they are doing. Give reassurance and positive feedback. Once all the ingredients are prepared and things are cooking away, check if there are any questions or comments. Is there additional information you want to provide about a recipe? Is there good food messaging? Information about nutrition, seasonality, grow and cook, or where to source produce locally? When all the food is prepared, you can plate up and show off your creative style. Depending on the platform you are on and if time allows, you can sit and enjoy the wonderful meal you've created. Thank everyone for attending your event. Let them know what is coming up next. It's a bonus if someone can assist you during your cook-along. They can highlight any questions in the chat and deal with any technical issues. Tips: have fun, remember to check the chat, engage with your audience. Unfortunately, with all the planning in the world, things can still go wrong. Having another device that you can use to communicate with people is very useful, as once you're live, it's harder to do this without a big hand or face in the camera. Check all equipment prior to your event. Have a contingency plan in case something goes wrong. Remember, the priority is people can see the food preparation areas. If you can't resolve your issues prior to your event, communicate what is going on with the people joining. People can be very forgiving. If you feel nervous, then you should say, chances are other people are feeling nervous too. After your event, ask for feedback. It's good practice to see how your event went. This will let you know if you've achieved your aims, are there things you can improve on or do differently next time. You can collect feedback in a variety of ways. Ask people what they thought at the end of the session, ask people to leave comments in the chat or send out a questionnaire. If one of your aims was to improve cooking skills and confidence in the kitchen, you could ask how easy they found the recipe and if they would make the dish again. Ask them to post pictures of their cooked dishes on your social media platforms. Remember to state what the information will be used for, even if it's just for your own learning. We hope this guide gives you all you need to host a successful cook-along. Remember, the more you do, the easier it will be. You will find a way that works for you. The key thing is to connect with people, share the joy of cooking and to have fun. Best of luck from the Get Togethers team.